80% of today's world's activities are being carried out through the internet. The internet plays a very vital role in accompanying us today in our day-to-day life. And social media plays a very active role. Social media has 80% of our day-to-day life. Our businesses, most of our businesses, most of our communications are being carried out through social media. Fun, talk about fun, entertainment. A lot of these activities are being carried out through social media. And Facebook being one of the main pillars. After the shutdown of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp by its owner because of maybe one or two reasons that I might not explain here, the former project manager of Facebook has come out to tell the world how dangerous Facebook is to the world. Let's get an image of this lady. Now, this is the lady who was the former project manager of Facebook. She explains how dangerous Facebook is for the world. How Facebook is trying to destroy the world. How Instagram is dangerous for young girls and boys. Now, before I go for my analysis, I want us to first of all watch this footage. I want us to watch her explanation. Then we'll come back for the final analysis. My name is Elvis Sumbele. Let us watch this footage and I will be right back.
Searing testimony on Capitol Hill. A former Facebook employee telling lawmakers no one outside of Facebook knows what's really happening inside Facebook, saying the company systematically chooses profits over the safety of its users, saying hate and anger draws users in, and she says Facebook knows that, saying the longer you're on Facebook, the more money they make, and making the case that Facebook will not change unless Congress steps in. Tonight, Facebook now responding to this testimony. Frances Haugen, a data scientist who got her MBA at Harvard, testifying on the secrecy she says she saw inside the company, and that Facebook's choices are, quote, disastrous for our children, our public safety, our privacy, and for our democracy. Claiming the company's own research shows what users most respond to, what will keep them on longer, contributing to the divide in this country and contributing to Facebook's bottom line. She also spoke of the dangers for children on social media and young girls, and what she says can lead to increased anxiety and depression over body image. Tonight, Facebook refuting Haugen's claims, but tonight agreeing it's time for Congress to act. ABC senior national correspondent Terry Moran leading us off from the Hill again tonight.
Frances Haugen, the Facebook whistleblower, painted a stark picture of a tech giant with tremendous power and little sense of responsibility.
The choices being made inside of Facebook are disastrous for our children, for our public safety, for our privacy, and for our democracy. And that is why we must demand Facebook make changes.
Haugen, a former Facebook project manager, smuggled thousands of documents out of the company, internal research that she claims shows Facebook knows the negative impact of its business model. Haugen saying the more anger Facebook users are exposed to, the more time they spend on the site and the more content they consume. And most at risk, she says, kids.
Facebook understands that if they want to continue to grow, they have to find new users. The way they'll do that is by making sure that children establish habits before they have good self-regulation.
By hooking kids.
By hooking kids. I would like to emphasize one of the documents that we sent in on problematic use examined the rates of problematic use by age, and that peaked with 14-year-olds.
Some of Facebook's own data leaked by Haugen shows that Instagram, owned by Facebook, can be especially harmful to teenage girls. The Wall Street Journal, which published some of the findings from that leaked research, alleging that Instagram made body image issues worse for 1 in 3 teen girls, added to feelings of anxiety and depression, and even sent some toward eating disorders.
Here's my message for Mark Zuckerberg. Your time of invading our privacy, promoting toxic content, and preying on children and teens is over. Congress will be taking action.
Facebook tonight saying Haugen never worked on child safety for them or Instagram.
She misrepresented the issues that she testified about. And, you know, she didn't work on these issues at Facebook. And I think that she's mischaracterized a lot of the documents that she stole.
And moments after the hearing ended, the company's head of global policy management tried to put that internal research that Instagram may be harmful to teens in a different light. Facebook's own research shows that Instagram harms teenage girls. How could your company know that, do research on it, and ignore it?
First, that's not an accurate characterization. With regard to this Instagram survey, it was a very small survey of about 40 Instagram teens who are struggling with mental health issues, and they were asked whether Instagram makes things better or worse for them. And on all 12 issues, the majority of both boys and girls who answered these questions said that Instagram either makes things better for them or has no material impact.
Facebook's response tonight. Let's get right to Terry Moran live on the Hill again this evening. And Terry, Facebook responding to this testimony today from this whistleblower claiming that they've been trying to get more regulation for some time. In fact, I'm curious, what is Ms. Haugen pushing for?
But David, she's calling for more transparency into Facebook's data and decision making, for more regulation, maybe even a federal agency for social media, and for reform of that Section 230 provision that shields tech companies for liability for their content. Now, Facebook, as you say, is also calling for Congress to strengthen the laws around social media, but after today, they may not like what they get. David?
Terry Moran following the hearing all day for us. Terry.
There we go. You have watched and you've listened to that lady. That was the former project manager of Facebook. Now, my question is, she worked with Facebook. I don't know for how long she worked with Facebook. She earned a salary. Upon all that time, didn't she know that Facebook was dangerous to us, to the consumer? Why all of a sudden Facebook has become dangerous to the consumer? However, I don't know much. I cannot really tell. Okay? But you know, if you look at the analysis she gave, now the motive behind the images of Facebook, how Facebook is used to provoke people so that they can keep watching and they can get provoked all the time, and you know, once you keep watching, they'll you know, that's how Facebook gets money. Now you start thinking like maybe she has a point, but on the other hand, why didn't she say all this all along when she was working, even before she started working for Facebook? She was a project manager. That means she has a clear understanding of this whole thing while she was working. So why opening up but now that she's no more working with Facebook? Anyway, this is my own thought, and this is what I think. You have the right to think what you think, and your opinion counts. You can drop your opinion at the comment section and tell me what you think. This is the Love Dictionary TV. My name is Elvis Sumbele. Let us take rendezvous for the next episode. Please remember to subscribe if you've not yet subscribed, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put a new post. Thanks for watching this episode of the Love Dictionary TV, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.